It feels good to know that my own experience and struggle was able to pave the way for maybe smoother experiences for others.
During Sydney Rain's junior year at Gonzaga, she lost her dad to cancer. When she reached out to the university to see what its bereavement policy was, she found out there wasn't one. She made it her mission to create a policy that would give students time to grieve. Past Monday, Bronte Sorotsky shares how she was able to turn her loss into real change.
When she lost her father, Sydney Rains only had about a week and a half to even start to grieve and process the loss. She ended up finding out the hard way that Gonzaga didn't have a policy in place for grieving students.
We were just jumping right back into assignments.
All while grieving and processing the loss of her father, Rains was forced back into the classroom.
Long haul for the end of the semester, but I made it through.
After a difficult transition back, Rain started talking with friends, especially those in student government, about her experience. She says they were just as shocked as she was. A faculty senate member volunteered to write up a policy for students dealing with loss. But Rains hit a roadblock when discussion on the draft of that policy was put on pause.
So by the time we got to the bereavement policy, we didn't really have a lot of time to discuss. So at that point, the policy was tabled. And so then I had only one more chance to get this policy done by the time I graduated.
But on Monday, just days before graduation, her bereavement policy passed unanimously.
It just feels like my way of carrying on my dad's legacy. He just loved to help people and always encouraged me to stand up for what I believe in.
Now, students will be accommodated for grieving, travel, and attending memorial services. Students will also have more flexibility when it comes to the completion of assignments, focusing on the student meeting course outcomes rather than completing every assignment. And if a student ends up receiving an incomplete grade in a class, they will have 30 days into the following semester to get it done. Now that her policy has passed, it'll go to the provost for approval and could be available to grieving students as early as the fall. Reporting in Spokane, Bronte Sorotsky, 4 News Now.